We already know that our man Satou got married to his 3 fates and now they are in the land of water. Masa is a beautiful kingdom and Marmagius was somewhere because he had some work. Suddenly a girl ran to him and said she was a huge fan of his and kissed him and they got engaged because she was the water princess, and after her introduction, she started laughing. Sage also accepted that and he thanked her for the help, but she was quite disrespectful towards other princesses. Saphir told him that now he was her husband and so he had to save this kingdom as a king because the kingdom was in danger. Sluter came and asked Saphir to come with him because he wanted to talk. She introduced her husband and they started moving. Our man was shocked to see such a huge palace. Nephrites were scared and Saphir told them about the present situation of the kingdom. Because Sluter was there to take over the rule, Saphir was worried. But Granat had some other thoughts and they got angry. When they reach the palace suddenly, they hear a sound and a monster appears. Saphir is shocked, but our brave man fights with it and kills it. Everyone was amazed including Saphir and Sluter, as they realized that fairy tales are not only stories. Now they went to meet her father and he was very disturbed. Vixen was also there and Saphir wasn't very happy to see her. She announced her marriage and the king were frustrated. Vixen took him away. And now they were walking and suddenly Saphira summoned Saphir. They were twins and Marmagius also came. Saphira was sad for Saphir because she got married to our ugly man. Even her wives didn't take his side, but Hime's true love called him cool, and he felt amazing. Satou was busy with his problems and Marmagius started his love story with Saphira. And she went away because she was also mad at him. Satou was shocked and asked for the fact. Saphir started telling them about the real story of Marmagius and Saphira. She told them that Marmagius's kingdom wanted information from their kingdom, so he came there and tricked Saphira. They were in deep love, but one day he had to go back and Saphira was waiting for his return. He promised to get married to her someday and become the Ring King. But things got changed and Satou was the Ring King. Marmagius had broken the promise with Saphira. Now Marmagius ran to Saphira, and he confessed his love, but she was angry with him. He tried to explain his pain, but she left him. Saphir was telling them about Vixen and her predictions which came true, and that's why she was still there. But Saphir doubted her. She wanted to expose her, and Vixen was planning to kill our Ring King. The attackers tried to attack at night when our man was sleeping with his wives, but Granat protected them, and the assassins disappeared. The next day everyone was informed about the attack and Sage was active for any further attack. Now they went to take a bath and our cuties were enjoying the bath under the sky. Granat was staring at our hero because he was very hot and she got lusty. But Hime got jealous and they started fighting. Nephrites was also in the line, and suddenly Saphir came, and she was also looking vicious. She also tried to seduce him, but he was a man of strong willpower. Everyone started enjoying again and Saphir told him to be attentive for any further attack, and the wives were enjoying the bath. Satou went to Marmagius and they talked that Marmagius didn't want to handle the stress of being Ring King, and the fact was he saw the same feelings in Hime's eyes when he had seen her for the first time. Marmagius also tried to argue with his brother for this kingdom, but he was determined to finish it. He was going, and Vixen came to him and offered him a ring to finish Satou. Marmagius didn't want to do such an immoral thing, but Vixen forced him and handed him a sword which was able to kill the Ring King. Marmagius grabbed it and she left. Marmagius was heavy-hearted and he was going and remembered about the talk with his father. He called him useless. He suddenly saw Saphira, and she was naked. She ran away out of embarrassment, and he was hopeless, disappointed, and the black power of the sword took over his senses. On the other side, Satou was informed about the plan to attack the monsters, and he had to stay at the palace. Hime came to him, and she was shy but kissed him out of lust because she wanted her husband alive. Granat also got lusty, and Nephrites got jealous and kissed him. Saphir was stressed, but Sluter and his army were on their mission and were doing great. Suddenly he was informed about a monster who was about to attack the palace, and Satou also saw it. But Marmagius was about to attack him. Sage informed him and started resisting the monster. The battle started between Marmagius and Satou. Sage told him that he was not in his stable state and Marmagius was attacking like a crazy shit. Satou was stressed, and when he tried to attack it was useless. The rings talked to him and told him to kill Marmagius, but Satou wanted him alive. He was thinking of something different, and Hime and Saphir were also talking about it, and Saphira heard it. They ran to see them, and when Marmagius attacked him, Satou was still. He didn't attack him. Marmagius on his knees asked him to kill him. But our man was familiar with his pure feelings and refused it. Marmagius was also sad, and the ring told him to break the stone, and Satou did it. The monster got out of control because of Vixen. It started attacking and grabbed Saphira. Satou was stressed. Vixen offered Marmagius to get the rings and took Saphira, but he decided to live for himself and asked Saphira to get married. Our hero suddenly killed the monster and Saphira jumped into Marmagius' hands. She was shy out of her embarrassment. Vixen was angry and suddenly she turned into her real form. She was a knight of the Abyss King, and Saphir was proud of her husband and kissed him. She suddenly turned into a water monster, and she finished the monster of Vixen and she escaped. Satou was shocked, and when Saphir transformed she was naked. Marmagius also thanked him, and they met their father. He was a jolly person and he thanked everyone who saved his kingdom, but he asked no one for help now, and Sluter told him that he could ask for help any time. He also appreciated his daughter for choosing such a good husband for herself, but she called him a fool. Suddenly Marmagius got warmed up and asked for Sapphira's hand. The king said he was bewitched, and before that, he was busy with his kingdom and didn't give any attention to his daughters. He wasn't a good father, but now he'd allow them to live the life they wanted. Sapphira got very happy and Hime also wanted something like that. But Sapphira and Marmagius had already done the damage process. Sluter was leaving and Marmagius tried to stop him. But he appreciated his love and told him to visit home someday and told him a warm goodbye. On the other side, Vixen told the king about the failure, and she also tried to seduce him. But Marmagius's father was an intelligent man and attacked her. He told her that he'd kill anyone who would try to get in his way because it was his time. Now our man was on the bed with his cute wives, and they lusted. He was stressed because of them. Hime was jealous, and they tried to seduce him, but he said Hime was his only and true love. But the girls were crazy and didn't give him any serious concerns. They were still persistent, and he also got lusty. The rings also told him to lose his virginity, but Hime was the problem. He suddenly woke up because it was a dream. He saw Hime and asked to go out, and she got the hint. He told her that they had been there since they had arrived, and he wanted to relax a little bit so they could go out. Nephrites got excited, but our man broke her heart because he wanted Hime only. Saphir had no issues, and the same with Granat, but this wasn't digestible for him. Now Hime was taking the bath, and she was excited about how this would happen. Our man was in an empty pocket, so he asked for money from Sage. He got excited, but Satou made him understand that it was a casual outing and Sage gave him money. Hime came and Sage gave them his best wishes and our couple went out, but the other wives were peeking at them because it was Granat's plan. They started enjoying the day. But it wasn't like any date or something romantic. Hime was enjoying it because it's been a long since she had enjoyed with Satou. They went to eat, and she was staring at him with love, and the other wives were still peeking that might something happen. But nothing happened. Now they went to the dating park and the girls hid when the couple came. They were too shy to see the romance. They also sat and tried to do so, but our man, again, refused because it was public. Our girls got disappointed and decided that nothing would happen, so they were leaving. Satou and Hime went to get ice cream and she saw them. Now they sat and started talking. He told her because she was born there, so he wanted to protect this world. He was behaving like a hero, and they had a heartful talk. It was getting darker, so they were going back, and she asked if she could consider it a date. He set off course and said he wanted to make her feel special, but she said she liked it, but he had to give time to his other wives also. He got angry and tried to explain his love, but she was worried about others. He got serious and gave her a passionate kiss, and our girl enjoyed it. He was shocked and asked to leave, but she stopped him and asked for damage. He got nervous because it was his first time. Everything was going well, and he was about to say yes, but she refused. Because she was also shy and they went back. They asked Saphir to come with them, but she was refusing it because she didn't want to leave her homeland. But somehow, she agreed and said goodbye to Saphira, and she asked to protect Marmagius, and they left this kingdom. While going they were talking about the Earth Princess, and Satou came to know that the population Earth Princess belonged to was about extinct. He was nervous and they reached a destination, and the next journey would be by walk. What on earth happened next with our great man? Subscribe to our channel for updates.